Episode 12, It's Not Over. Preston, tied down not far away, sang out. 16 of the bears and 2 of the reptiles carried the brown dwarf out of here, taking Corporal Donaldson, 2 privates, and the 3 doctors with them. I think the dwarf's back is broke. If we hurry, we can catch up. I could use some water too. Moving in that direction, the blur of the voice came from resolved into a legionnaire trying to pull up the stake, stopping and giving Preston some water. These stakes, besides being more numerous, were better planted. The only place you're going, soldier, is back to base, Jeffries told the stake-down legionnaire. Every freed prisoner and wounded man we have is going back. What about the prisoners we took? The sergeant in charge of Squad 3 said, coming up behind him. Not all the bears died in the fighting. We have 4 uninjured and 6 with injuries that surrendered, sir. Damn, he'd never considered taking POWs. That was a complication he didn't need. Use these ropes to secure them, he said, pointing to what was being removed from the stake-down men. The released men and the injured can take them back to camp once they are secured and turn them over to Major Wilson and make them his problem. The sergeant shot back, a couple of them might not make it. No matter what he ordered, there would be a backlash. But one was safest for his people and he picked safety first. They make it or die. In the dead silence that followed that order, Corporal West spoke up. I would like command of the detail getting everyone back to camp. Jeffries moved back to him, got down on his knees just as the last of the ropes on him were coming off, and looked the man in the eye. Are you sure you're up to it? Taking the last of the ropes off and standing, West said, Yes, sir. If it is possible to get them there alive, I will. What he did not say but passed between them is, that if it was necessary to kill any of them, West would do so himself, sparing anyone else the charge of murder. As an injured ex-captive of them himself, if someone took exception to it and decided to charge him, he would suffer less than others might. Very well, Acting Sergeant West. You have command of the return detail. Touching his face he said, I'll need glasses. Take mine, came a voice from behind them. I am busted up enough to need help getting back to camp, but I still have mine. Jeffries made note that extra glasses were to be mandatory from now on. Preston called out, Sir, you're going to need me with you. Crossing the short distance and kneeling down next to him, Jeffries put his hand on his shoulder to reassure him and told him, and they need you even more back at base. Until we find more that can see, you are too important to risk in the field. Disappointment was heavy in his voice when he answered, Yes, sir. Standing Jeffries raised his voice, Found their trail yet, Top? A distorted voice, not his Top, answered from some distance away. I think this is it, haven't checked it out far enough to be sure yet. He raised his voice, Top, 1 squad checks it out. Follow it no more than 5 minutes. If they find them, they sound the alarm, but do not close. Yes, sir, came his Top's voice from some distance beyond his sight. Using the staff he now had as a walking stick, he moved to examine the bodies, accompanied by 2 of his squad sergeants. Acting Sergeant West now with glasses joined them. A squad sergeant spoke. We counted 33 bodies. Not only were they not good individual fighters, their tactics sucked. Splitting their forces and trying to hit us from both sides only sped up their defeat. I don't think they expected to win. They may not even have expected to survive, Sergeant. Jeffries theorized some more aloud. The only reason to attack a larger force that was as deadly as I and a few others had shown ourselves to be with this few, is to delay us while the rest made their getaway. That may be why they left our people alive instead of killing them when they left, too. They forced us to delay to take care of them. They also cut down the number that will be following them. Over 1/3 of us will have to return now for medical care. We don't know enough to know if doing that was good or bad tactics on their part. Jeffries knelt down and pulled a knife out of the dead creature's belt. The blade was sharp, but brittle and shattered when he flexed it. Make sure the party heading back takes all this stuff back. He began picking up the broken pieces, and went on, if these are the blades they have, I can understand why they carry staffs instead of spears. Make sure that all these staff get into the hands of legionnaires going after our people. Wes interrupted him, taking the prisoners back, I would like a few of those staffs. Handing the man his, he said, find 5 more. Get the glasses off the injured for your able-bodied men. You need those too. We'll be moving out soon and you need to get out of here soon after we leave. The naked man snapped him a salute, will do, sir. Good luck.